Hey everyone, welcome back to Hacker Society. So, if you are passionate about ethical hacking and cybersecurity, then you are in the right place. Today, we are diving into practical demonstration on how to scan for vulnerabilities using Nessus. So, let's start. So, before we jump into the demo, let me quickly explain what is vulnerability scanning. So it's just a process of identifying the weaknesses in the system, applications, or networks that the attackers can exploit. So the tool like Nessus make this process efficient and straightforward. So now let's open Nessus. So after installing Nessus in the previous video, you should have the web interface ready to go. So this is the web interface. Here just log in using your username and password. So this is the dashboard of the Nessus. So once logged in, then click on the new scan button. So Nessus will offer you various scan template, but for today's demo, we will use the basic network scan template. So just click here. So here you have to enter few details. So first, give the name to the scan. So for the scan, I am using Metasploitable to vulnerable machine. So I will give the name Metasploitable to scan. So here you have to give some description. In the targets field, you have to enter the IP address of your target machine. So here Metasploitable 2 is my target machine. So I will be entering the IP address of that same. So once you have entered this, then click on save to store your scan settings. So next, start the scan by clicking on the play button. So this is the play or launch button which is next to your saved scan. So now Nessus will begin scanning the target. So as you can see, it is running the scan. So this process may take time depending on the complexity of the system and the vulnerabilities present. So by the way, don't forget to subscribe to Hacker Society. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you never miss out on our amazing content. To see more details of the scan, just click here. So you will see this. So here it displays the host, then the vulnerabilities and history. So as you can see, it has completed 4% scan. And here the vulnerabilities are ranged according to their severity from critical to info. So when you click on vulnerabilities, you will see different vulnerabilities are being listed here based on its severity, that is critical, high, mixed, low and info. So you can click on any vulnerability to see the detailed information and also the recommendations for remediation. So as you can see, the description regarding the vulnerability is given here. So this is a bind shell backdoor detection. It's a critical level vulnerability. So its description is given, that is, a shell is listening on the remote port without any authentication required. So an attacker may use it by connecting to the remote port and send the commands directly. So also here the remedy is given, that the solution. Verify if the remote host has been compromised and reinstall the system if necessary. So this is how Nessus provides us all the details regarding the vulnerabilities it has scanned during the process. So here plugin details are being mentioned and the risk information along with the CVSS port. So here the port number is given and the host IP. So these are the different vulnerabilities which Nessus has identified. Still the scan is running, so this will take time as there are more vulnerabilities, as it's a vulnerable virtual machine, Metasploitable 2. So this will take much time. So as you can see, the scan is completed. Now we will view the results. So, as I have said before, Nessus has categorized the vulnerabilities based on their severities into critical, high, medium, low, and info. So, there are 7 critical vulnerabilities, 5 high, then 16% medium, 4% low, and 68% are informational vulnerabilities. So, here it has given the start time and end time also. Also, it has suggested some remedies for the vulnerabilities which it has discovered. So, as we have seen before, we can see the description of the vulnerability, also the solution, the output, the risk information. For other vulnerabilities, also we can see the same. So, this is how Nessus scans the target. So, to analyze the findings further, we can export this report. So just click here on export, report, and choose the preferred format. So here I will choose the PDF, and also you can choose this template, that is complete list of vulnerabilities or detailed vulnerabilities by host, by plugin, or simply vulnerability operation. So just I'll keep the default settings as it is and click on generate report option. So the report is generated. So this is our report for scanning the IP address of Metasploitable 2. So here the section is vulnerabilities by host. So this report will display all the details of the vulnerabilities which are scanned. So based on the vulnerability results, you can prioritize which issue to address first. So Nessus often suggests fixes or mitigation strategies. So just review those carefully. So it is listed here in the remediations, also here in the solutions part. So just review that carefully to fix it. So we have seen how to scan vulnerability using a basic scan template in Nessus. So if you are interested in live ethical hacking training, we have got you covered. Just check out the form linked in the description below. We'd love to help you to sharpen your skills and take your knowledge to the next level. So thank you for watching and see you in the next video on Hacker Society.